How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Grimm from the Bug Out Boys, here once again to bring you another bot. And this bot is titled Packing Your Pack. Now I realize a lot of you that have been doing this for a while have your own preferences on how to pack your bags, as do I. But I just thought I would pass along some of the tips that I've come up with and maybe help those who have not packed their first bag do it a little bit better. Now, right here I have my day bag. Worry not, because the tips that I'm going to be telling you can be applied to all of your bags. Your car bag, your day bag, and of course, your bug out bag. And to show you what I'm talking about, I think I'm going to move the camera maybe over my shoulder so we can get into the minutia of packing your pack. As I was moving the camera, I realized that the best way to show what I'm talking about is actually pack my pack. So I dumped everything out and, well, here we go. So there are 3 things that you really need to focus on when packing your pack. One is going to be the weight of the item and its position to your body. You're going to want heavy things close to your back and low on your center of gravity. Or actually, maybe I should do it like this, since we're like this. Close to your back and low to your center of gravity. Then is going to be the accessibility of those items. How quickly do you need to get to them, or how often do you need them? So an item that you're going to need often, like maybe a lighter or some snack of food, you're going to want that on the outside of your pack. And then things that you don't need right away, they can be deeper in your pack. So think of your pack as layers. And then last is going to be keeping your pack nice and tight, so you don't have a lot of jostling around, because jostling and wiggling of things, hanging off your bag, if you can prevent it, that robs your body of energy, believe it or not, because your body is compensating for something that's swinging like a pendulum off of you. So, let's pack my day bag. So as you can see, the hose to my bladder, it is going to the bladder that's in a bladder sleeve. And I didn't put it just in there because they provided me a bladder sleeve. I put it in there because that is the closest that this water is going to be to my back. And then obviously the water, I'm going to push it, have it down all the way to the bottom as I can get it. Again, against your back and low. Because water is very heavy. With 3.42 liters to a gallon. Gallon is 9 pounds. That's a lot of weight. So that's a look around here. This is a stripped down MRE, or field strip MRE, and you know what? It's got a little bit of weight to it. And this is more of a main meal sort of thing, not a snack thing. Main meal. Well, I'm gonna put this down at the bottom because 1, it's heavy. I'm gonna keep it low on my center of gravity. 2, I don't need this that often. This is my day bag. Even in your bug out bag, you're not gonna need your main meals usually right away. You're gonna set up camp first. So again, you're putting all these things working together as you think through and pack your bag. My grail, this is stainless steel and pretty weighty. And I'm gonna put this down here as well because I got a bladder going right now, so I don't need to process water right away. Again, this is my day bag. On your bug out bag, you might want your water filter more on the outside so you can access it while you're on the move or something a little bit easier. And let's see, now we're getting pretty light. Sterno, it's a little bit heavy. I got a winter cap, always got this with me, but it's pretty warm out, so I'm not going to need this right off the bat. So I think I'm just going to use this as a buffer. You pack this in here a little bit, just keep it from clanging. Oh, there we go. Clanging with the grail. Tuck that in there. Now we have first aid, work gloves, baby sack, schmog. Well, this is shelter basically, and I'm not going to need that right away. So I'm going to get that down there. And I think I'm going to do is I think I'll put the schmog, work gloves, and then first aid right on top. So it's easy to get to. Oh, and I do have some cordage. That's tied off, as you can see, so it stays near the top because cordage is always pretty handy. And that's how I've packed my main compartment. As you can see, the heavier things are down towards the bottom and also against my back, and the lighter things are at the top. And then they're also in a bit of an order of how often I use them. Now, if I find that after I've taken my pack out a couple times that I'm grabbing my work gloves more often than my first aid, well, then just switch it out, move it around a bit. And because this is a clamshell design, this is a little bit easier to access things, but you get the point. For those of you who are worried about food, well, my little sticky snacks are right up here. Very easy to get to. And we'll just close this up. I have an outside pocket here, and I decided to use an Eric carabiner right here. But in this outside pocket, I got things that I really need. Flashlight, pen, pencil, multi-tool, a lighter. So these are things that need even quicker. And then, actually, I just happen to have a shirt right here, but let's just pretend for happenstance that this is a rain jacket. You could use this beaver tail to lash down a rain jacket or rain pants or a poncho on the outside in case you needed it. Now, speaking of lashing, let's zip all this up. I'll lash this all in. Quickly as I can. There we go. So now I'm going to make sure I give all these a nice good tug. Oh, there we go. There we go. And now, this is pretty tight, which was the last tip of keeping everything snug, so nothing's flopping around. And I'm going to come up to you for this last bit. Excuse the camera. Alright, there we are. Do remember the 3 tips. Weight and the position of that weight, keeping it close to your back and lower on your center of gravity. I cannot say that enough because I have seen people put heavy items up high or far away from their back, and it just makes them unstable or craning them back and is robbing you of energy. But you know what? No one likes to take a fall, let alone taking a fall with 40 or 50 extra pounds on your back. It's just not going to be good. Number 2, it's going to be the accessibility. Have things that you need right away or things that you need often more accessible, maybe towards the outer layer of your pack, because I've seen people dump almost entire packs just to get to something because they didn't think it through. So you need to think it through. And you might have to adjust it as you go, but you'll get it. And then last, keep everything tight and secure, because things hanging off of you, which I've seen, they'll snag on stuff, snag on trees, rocks, plants, maybe trip you, maybe trip up someone behind you. And also everything that's moving, even though you might not feel it necessarily, is actually your body automatically adjusts for it, and it's robbing you of energy. So keep everything secure, keep it safe. And that's how I approach when packing my pack. So I hope you enjoyed this bot. If you did, please do subscribe, because there's going to be more bots, Pioneer preps, reviews, and of course, Bug Out Boy episodes along the way. And if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them down below, because I do realize that I just talked about doing my day bag. So if you have a question about a bug out bag or a car bag and how I would approach that, I will definitely get back to you and help you out with that. So till then, take care.